MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the National League Division Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
And guys, I'm going to be sorry to see this series come to an end. You've got to love a series that comes down to the final game, and seeing the push and pull struggle between these two teams over the last 4 games has been a lot of fun. We're in for a great one here in Game 5.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Miami Marlins.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters, the guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
Chris Sale has the ball for the 5th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
Reyes is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Batting second baseman, Colton Wong.
At the plate, Colton Wong, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the 1st with nobody on. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
Alex Reyes gets the call in Game 5 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, I'll tell you, as starting pitchers go, he's one of the best around. He's really found what works for him, and he's had a lot of success because of it. I think he expects to go out there and dominate every game he starts, and he usually does. No one should be surprised if he turns in a really solid start here.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
Leading off for the Marlins, center fielder, Mark.
First offering on its way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor. He swings and grounds it to short, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Taylor, base runner at first with one out. Now a throw over and the runner back. And again a throw, and he just manages to get his hand in. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in. Runners on first with one down. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, this is one of those good news, bad news situations. The good news is you fooled the hitter and he swings through the pitch. The bad news is the pitch wasn't even in the same zip code as the strike zone, and it goes as a wild pitch.
Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. Conforto is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. And with two away, look at our playoff tree here. And you can see there the team of the moment is the Chicago Cubs, as they have already clinched their entry to the NL Championship Series as they sit home and wait for an opponent. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Little dribbler up the first baseline. That winds up foul. Missed with a breaking ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Miami. We are still scoreless. Digging in, Paul DeYoung. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And a fastball just a bit up. No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
In now, Michael Conforto. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. And that's through for a hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Stepping in now, Aldo Garcia. Liner toward right center. Reyes is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Batting eighth, catcher, Aramis Garcia.
Now to the plate, Aramis Garcia. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Reyes is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. But the Cards are on the board first thanks to this solo blast. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. In is Jorge Soler, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Left fielder, Jorge Soler.
First offering on its way. Way in front of that fastball.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Into the box, Garrett Cooper. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Pilar's there. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Digging in now, Ketel Marte will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. And he bunched him up a bit as this is lined softly over first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Into the box now, Ari Perez, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 0-1 on its way. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now, Chris Sale, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
Now the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Marte on second. Perez at first. 2 out in the inning. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Marlins strand a pair. They trail this one 1-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Alex Reyes, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Pitch on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Center fielder, number 11.
Now at the plate, Kevin Pilar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first two pitchers were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Marte backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Second baseman number 16, Colton Wong.
So coming to the plate, Colton Wong. First time up, he went down looking. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Behind 0-2 now. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it 1-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And gone. An absolute bomb. It's a solo shot off the bat of Starling Marte. His first homer so far in the series. And with it, the Marlins are back even now at 1-1.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys who would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat and they can go deep.
Stepping in now, Chris Taylor. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A base hit in his first trip. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Base is empty here with nobody out. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Taylor retired, and there's one away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Matt Chapman. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Line towards center field. Pilar is there. 2 gone. So here's the cleanup hitter, Franz Reyes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Curveball that time, not even close. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Marlins able to knock things up on the solo home run. We're through 3 here in Miami, all even at 1 apiece.
Leading off for
First
St.
pitch
Louis.
coming. Here it is.
First baseman number 44.
Bouncer to the left side.
Goldschmidt.
Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Hard on the ground towards short. Taylor's got it. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
The batter, number 20, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Into the box, Michael Conforto, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Line drive to left, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cards leave 1 on to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Ready now, Jorge Soler. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Left fielder, Jorge Soler.
First pitch on its way. Oh, and just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone! It's a solo shot for Jorge Soler. His first homer here in the series. As the Marlins take the lead, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Standing in now, Garrett Cooper. And the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. A base hit in his first trip. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
A pause and the 0-2. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Struck him out. So with a runner at first and one gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Coming to the plate now, Ari Perez. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Fouled away. Cooper stands at first with 1 out. Hit on the ground to third. Gloved by Arenado. There's one. On to Goldschmidt. A double play. Inning over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Aldo Garcia, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Into the box now, Aramis Garcia, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
The 1-2 pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Alex Reyes. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Chris Sale, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. Tap down the line, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter number 3, shortstop, Chris Taylor.
So striding forward now, Chris Taylor. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. They still lead it 2-1. Ready for another shot now, Kevin Pillar. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Takes this the other way to right. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, you can't fault a fielder for being aggressive. He sold out to try to catch this thing, but he comes up empty, and the ball just squirts by him. High risk, high reward move that just didn't pay off.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a little tapper.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. High in the air down the right field line. Reyes has a beat on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
So striding in, Paul Goldschmidt, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores, evening things at 2.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark, does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Now at the plate, Paul DeYoung. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. And the changeup is way low that time.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
2-1. 2-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Outside and a full count, 3-2. Nolan Arenado would be next. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Stepping in, Nolan Arenado. He singled his last time up. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Line drive to left. Soler is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up, and we are tied 2-2. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to fight and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressed.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Jordan Hicks takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Franz Reyes will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out.
Let's get something going.
From the stretch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
In the dirt. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. The 0-2 once more. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Drilled on the ground is short. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Garrett.
Ready now for the Marlins, Garrett Cooper. First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Hicks, a native Texan. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. And that's in there for strike 1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Stepping in now, Aldo Garcia. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Skied into straightaway right. Reyes is over. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Cardinals, catcher, Garcia.
Stepping into the box, Aramis Garcia. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reyes moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. Will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. High and deep to center field. Ranging back is Pilar to the track. Off the sculpture. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His first homer so far in the series, as the Marlins move out in front now 3-2. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, Dero. The hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses, are taking advantage.
Ari Perez is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 towards second, and this is taken for the out.
Up next for the Marlins,
At the plate, Chris Sale. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Starling Marte will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Two out, nobody on. Missed with a slider.
1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Hit hard on the ground to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Bottom of the 7th inning will go at least 1 plate appearance deeper after the 2-out hit.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Standing in now, Chris Taylor. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. So now 2 men in scoring position. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. A ball and a strike. The 1-2 pitch. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Marte on third. Taylor at second with 2 gone. Hard hit ball to short. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. 7 complete here tonight, and Miami has taken a 3-2 lead. Yadier Molina will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 4, Yadier Molina.
And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Pitch on the way. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. 0-1 the count. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Sharp ground ball toward the hole. Marte fields it cleanly. Throw on to first. 2 gone. 8th inning here from South Florida as you get a look at the line score to this point. The hometown Marlins leading this one as they look to send this crowd home happy. Colton Wong will stand in. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Soft liner to the right side, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More on tap from Game 5 after this. John Brebbia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
Now at the plate, Franz Reyes. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Franz Reyes.
First pitch coming, here it is. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Count is 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Smoked on the ground left side. And there's his first base hit in this one. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
In is Jorge Soler. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Tim Hodge will come on now and pinch run here. Into the box, Garrett Cooper as he grounds one briskly to short. One there, on to Goldschmidt, a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Digging in and looking for more, Ketel Marte, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Hodge at third with 2 away. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 1-2 down the first baseline. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Miami. They're up 3-2. Now the famous neon of Ocean Drive in Miami Beach. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. Tim Hodge will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 25, Tim
Trey Guerrero comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Guerrero. Leading off for the Cardinals.
Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
And he misses there, 1-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And that'll be a base hit, so they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the ninth.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. 1 ball, no strikes the count. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 1-0. Yanked on the ground down the line. But a foul ball, 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
High and deep down the left field line. Soler shading to his right. And he hauls it down in the corner.
The batter for 20, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nolan Arenado. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. And it's 1-1. There he goes. Pitch misses the throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Soler is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Michael Conforto. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's...
And the Marlins are moving on. They're headed to the NLCS.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he ended up handing things off to his bullpen buddies in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings from him really showed a lot in this one.
Dan Plezak, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 3 runs, 12 hits, no errors, left 8 men on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, they left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.